Bora, pro início de tudo, hein? Eu entrei só pra testar. Tá, rindo de Boêmia. Lealistas. Lealista quem é leal ao rei, né? Caralho, esse cara tinha arma de fogo e tudo. Toma. Esse aí morreu. Os caras têm arma da de flecha.
What are you doing here? Go and take cover in the keep.
Can't hold out against this onslaught much longer. Go and take cover with the others.
Tá, porra. É o pai aí? É o pai, né? Ah, não sou esse velho, não é possível.
Godwin! Where's your weapon? To the battlements! Move!
Father! Will you come to anoint us before we die?
We'll get anointed after the battles are hands. With booze.
Eu devo ser esse aí, ó.
Get ready!
Tá, porra. Ai, cliquei sem querer. Deixa eu vai de Windows aqui. Esbarrei sem querer na tecla Windows. Aí ferrou, velho.
A rude awakening, eh? Make it count.
Você é o velho mesmo? Aí fudeu, né? Aí fudeu, se você é o velho, fudeu. Suba as escadas até a muralha. Como recarrega? Já tá recarregado. Defenda a muralha. Toma. Eu recarrego? Ah, é só segurar aqui. Então, toma. Meu irmão, como que você sai me empurrando assim? O cara tá matando todo mundo, velho. Ah, mas quem que tá me empurrando aí atrás, velho? Cuidado, tem que você tá no coquinho. Vai morrer não? Eu. Descer? Quem tá me empurrando, velho? Tá. Caralho, tacaram fogo nos caras. Recarrega aí. É, bem tá. Como que eu saco a espada? Aí um... Comandante diabo seco. Na moral, não, cara. Bora, meu amigo, bora. Escada. Ali, ó. Você tem dessa merda? Eu derrubo isso aqui. Caralho. Ah. Tá. Tá perdendo isso aqui, velho. Tem que eu manter, ó. Olha o pai ali, ó. Ah, tomei. Mano, esse aí sou eu ou não sou, velho?
I don't poke at it. Just calm down.
Oh, Dentes Fortuna, fucking you, Vat.
Porra, é essa? O Dentes, Fortuna e o VAT.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
You're only supposed to deliver a message to Trotsky. And the most adventure I was expecting was a fuck or two.
Vamos ajudar eles a defender, cara. Com Deliverance 2. Bora começar. Tava muito ansioso de jogar esse jogo, velho. Várias semanas antes.
Oh, Dentes Fortuna, you Vat!
What's that you keep yelling, Sir Hans?
Good gracious, Henry, you don't mean to tell me you don't know Latin?
My apologies, Your Grace. Unfortunately, I was too busy shoveling shit and picking turnips to find time for studying Latin.
We shall have to rectify that. I can't have an ignoramus for a personal bodyguard.
Anyway, this Audens, whatever. What does that actually mean?
Alright, velho.
Oh, Dentes Fortuna Juvat. Fortune favors the brave.
I don't doubt it. All we have to do is deliver a letter to Lord Otto von Bergov and ride back again. Doesn't take much bravery.
Christ, Henry, don't be such a stick in the mud. Aren't you glad to be finally out of that hellhole where we can finally enjoy some adventure? See a bit of the world. Meet new women. And simply have some fun.
Cara, essa que eu quero
but
estrepar,
you
hein?
promised Johannes that you'd be as good as gold, and I'm personally responsible for your safety. Besides, Trotsky's in the middle of nowhere. so I wouldn't expect much excitement there.
God help me, my bodyguard's a monk who can't speak Latin.
Sir. Trotsky.
Caralho, lá no topo da colina. É lá que ele tava rolando a batalha?
My word. That is fucking impressive. It makes Perkstein look like an outhouse. Berghoff must be made of money.
Tá. Esse aqui é semanas antes, né? Bom lembrar.
Well, Henry, looking forward to new adventures? Adventures that will become the stuff of legends?
Vou concordar.
Of course I am. We'll show them what fine fellas have turned up on their doorstep.
You bet we will. We'll hand over our important message and then hop, skip to the nearest tavern. We'll drink to our success and chase some local wenches, eh? But why didn't Uncle Hanush take care of it himself? Unless, maybe he's just testing me.
Aye, it does look like that. He'll hand over all the Ratai estates to you one day. So I expect he wants to be sure you won't botch it.
Of course. How could I possibly botch it up?
Como,
There
né?
are foreign armies rampaging through Bohemia. The king is in captivity, God knows where, and here we are in the middle of it all, carrying an important document. No, I intend to make the most of this trip, one way or another.
É.
So do I. How is that? Fortuna...
Audentes fortuna juvat. See now, there's the Henry I know and love. Well, enough of the chat. Trotsky's almost within reach.
Sir Hans, how's it looking there in the back?
All good, Oaks. Just keep your eyes on the road ahead.
Exactly. If anything in front of us even looks like it's moving, we want to know.
Keep your hair on, Nick. Old Oak's got eyes like a hawk.
Nada escapa.
I don't miss nothing.
Quer ver que eles vão tomar emboscada aqui?
Sir.
Aí fudeu, ó.
Should we get ready for a fight?
Take it easy, Henry. They're wearing von Bergov's colours. They're from Trotsky.
Corral them! Don't let them get away!
Eu acho que não, né?
Besides, wouldn't stand a chance against them. Don't do anything foolish, fellas. Just follow my orders.
Halt! What are you after here?
Is this usually how you greet visitors, my good man?
This is how we greet armed strangers when bandits are pillaging everywhere.
Can you not distinguish between a noble and a bandit, sir?
It's not always that straightforward these days. Who are you people?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I bear a letter for Sir Otto von Berghoff from my master, Sir Hanush of Lipa.
This is indeed the seal of the Lords of Lipa. And unless I am mistaken, Lord Hanush of Lipa is on the side of King Wenceslas.
Well,
While my master is a member of the League of Lords.
Aí fudeu.
Side with King Sigismund.
well,
So it would appear we are enemies.
Ah, mas eu vou ter
We're
que
not
lutar.
enemies. We're carrying a message with the aim of putting a stop to the hostilities.
And who are you?
Henry, from Skalitz.
Sou soldado e guarda-costas do Lorde Calpo. Qual que é o seu estilo de jogo? Pera aí. Gosta de ter uma arma na mão e usar uma armadura forte. Também é famoso por seu temperamento. Prefere resolver as coisas do seu conhecimento, língua afiada e palavras gentis. Gosta de esconder nas sombras e resolver tarefas intensamente, sem ser detectado. É, o pai é batedor, né, mano?
I serve Sir Hans as a scout and tracker.
From Skalitz, you say? The one that King Sigismund's Cuman forces...
O jogo é bom, hein? É.
Slaughtered everyone.
Nem começou direito.
Even so, I'm not going to Trotsky as an enemy, but as a peace envoy.
Even so, you're still strangers here, and armed strangers to boot. And as it happens, we're on the trail of just such a band, so why should I trust you?
Depois de ver a situação começando outra pessoa, no diálogo terá algumas opções de reação, mas cuidado, a persuasão requer que outra pessoa acredite em você. Tá. Seu dinheiro, seus atributos. Tá. Ao escolher Lequência, tentará resolver a situação usando sua habilidade diplomática. Ao tentar apelar para sua aparência nobre, as pessoas tendem a acreditar mais em um lorde bem vestido que um mendigo. Ou ainda tente convencer o do seu cavalheirismo e oferecer sua habilidade de luta e sua força.
We want to negotiate an alliance. We'll come to an agreement with your lord in Trotsky, and maybe offer to deal with those bandits for you. After all, you haven't been able to track them down, so we can take matters into our own hands. So move aside, and let us, dutiful knights, pass.
Don't provoke me, boy, or you'll pass to a place you don't want to be. Didn't you say you were a tracker? So you're a knight all of a sudden? Or you're not really sure?
Que já deu ruim, hein?
Don't try to pull the wool over my eyes.
Don't listen to him, Captain. He's travelling with me for the first time, and evidently he's got a bit above himself.
Caralho,
We
fudeu.
come on the orders of Margrave Jobst of Moravia, and we bear a message from Sir Hanush of Lipa, Divish of Tarnberg, and Radzig Kobula. Our message concerns the offer of an alliance that it seems you need as much as we do right now.
All right, then. You may carry on, but put your men in their place, sir, before they're
Pai vai
impertinence
babar que você
leads
tá
you
você dando
into
empurrada, hein,
trouble.
mano.
Indeed, I will. Thank you, Captain.
Consigo me comportar, tá achando que é que?
Sorry about the cold reception. You must be cautious. These bandits create mayhem, then vanish like ghosts. We'll be on our way.
Oh, so you won't accompany us to the castle to see your lord?
Sorry, sir, we can't. Listen, you won't make it to the castle before nightfall, and Sir Otto's orders are to not admit anyone after dark, especially while we're away. You'd best camp until daybreak.
I'll take your point. I mean, back home, the last time someone led a nobleman in trouble into their castle, we had to bombard it to get him out. Is there an inn in these parts, at least?
There is one, but it's a bit of a way out, and I'm not sure your lordship would like it very much.
Aí fudeu, vai me botar no boteco?
What kind of a backwater have they sent us to? I just suppose we'll just have to manage somehow. Good luck in hunting down those bandits.
Thomas, captain at Trotsky.
Muito sorridente esse maluco, hein?
And sorry again. Farewell.
Farewell.
Ah, o pai quer comandar a tropa também aí. O papai mandou mal ali na conversa, hein?
Well, this is a bit of a hold-up. What now?
Since there's no tavern within reach, we'll just bed down here for the night. The pond looks inviting, and we've got wine enough.
Os caras passaram aberto, é?
Well, they're probably keeping their heads down, what with that big patrol combing the woods for them.
Ficaram quietinho. Esse cara é burro. Eu tô seguindo o burro.
Come on, fellas. Camp here on the bank. At least we can bathe. I
I stink almost as bad as the rest of you, and you lot are rank!
E agora? Meu avalo. Descubra com segurança qual é o plano. O que temos aqui? Deixa eu dar uma vasculhada.
Henry, hey! Call off that mutt of yours!
Come here. Mutt! What's all the fuss about, Mutt? Are you that hungry?
Well then,
All
Henry.
right. I'll see what I can get for you.
Encontre algo para comer. Dá algo de comer para esse cão, então.
What did I do to you?
Eu dou algo para comer para ele.
Listen, would you have some scraps for Mutt?
That's a good one. He already gobbled up a piece of
Qual o
venison
problema, cara?
while I was having a piss. I've got one last sausage and I'll be saving that for the way back. Look, Henry, I'm fond of that beast, but you ought to keep him under control.
Come on, Oates. We'll get to Trotsky tomorrow, and there'll be plenty of food there. We're a noble's escort, so they're obliged to feed us well. Pheasant in wine,
Hey.
roast pork with apples. Those sausages of yours are only fit for a dog anyway.
For Christ's sake, stop giving me a hard time. I'll have you know that sausage
Ih,
is
lá ele.
fucking good. But neither you nor your dog will get to taste it.
Wouldn't you swap it for something?
I might. Tankard has my ring. I lost it to him at dice. And if I go home without it, my old woman will send me right back.
que
If you
pariu.
can get it back, I'll be glad to give you that sausage.
Well, I'll see what I can do.
Tem que jogar os dados ali, velho. Fudeu.
Come on, Conrad.
What?
Let's throw a few dice.
For the love of God. How many times do I have to tell you? I ain't playing with you.
Why not?
Because you cheat.
Ah, ele rouba.
Oh?
I see you've got dice set up. Want a game?
Sure. How's about spicing it up with a little wager?
I heard you won a ring off Oates. Want to bet that?
Fortune favours the brave, lad. But if you lose,
Aí fudeu, já vou
you
ficar
pay
pobre.
for
Eu não sei jogar o jogo dos
everything
dados,
I
não,
order
velho.
in the tavern in Trotsky. All right?
Alright.
I hope Lady Luck will be on my side.
Calma aí, deixa eu só. Não dá pra salvar.
Why'd I even start playing? Your loss, my gain.
Qual é aquela?
Here.
Ué, eu não joguei.
No, that's as far as I go.
Esse cara tá roubando. Eu não consigo pontuar. Mano, vou perder o comida do cachorro, mano. Fudeu. Já sei que eu tô fazendo errado. Isso!
My God, I'm done.
Ah, demorei a entender o jogo.
Let it be now. I want to play too, you know?
Revés. Fudeu, demorei a pontuar. Ué, não pontuei? Mano, o cara tá roubando, ele só tira dado azul, velho.
Wonderful. Ha ha! My lucky dice never fail. It's mine, friend. Tomorrow we'll drink on Henry's
Eu
coin.
não tenho dinheiro, irmão.
Great.
You can never have too much ale. Want to try your luck again?
É
Same
lógico.
wager.
Tigrinho. Tigrinho.
Let's carry on.
Tigrinho, agora eu vou ganhar. Fi. Começar o jogo falido já, fi.
Today's my lucky day. I can feel it in my bones.
Agora pra entender agora. Agora pra jogar. Ó. Pega esse aqui, esse aqui. Tem que pegar tudo.
Courage.
Ah.
That's enough for me. Your
Que
turn.
isso, cara? Aí começa a roubalheira, ele só tira esse dado azul dele.
Yeah.
Quê?
Damn! What's this?
Deu. Dá pra jogar aquele lá.
Are you being cautious or cowardly?
Tá me chamando de covarde ou merda? Ele tá fazendo muito ponto, velho.
My God! Oh,
Boa.
come on.
Vai ganhar agora, né? Tem como. Vai,
You
que
know
é
you can
jogo
throw
aceito.
again, right? Here. Damn it!
Vai jogando de pouquinho em pouquinho, irmão. Calmou, cara. Para de jogar, já deu. Nem vai fazer 1000 pontos. Aí, fez, né?
No, that's as far as I go.
Preciso de 250. $10k, velho. Nossa, velho, que sorte que eu dei. Pai é brabo.
You played well. What's to be done? A bet is a bet. Here's your ring.
Me deu um anel.
Come on, Conrad.
What?
Toma aveia.
It seems Tankard can't tell a 5 from a 6. I won that ring off him.
You beat the bastard. Ah! You're a dab hand, Henry. Thanks. Will you
Thanks.
give it to me? If I go home without it, the old woman will break her broom over my back.
What will you give me for it?
Well, all I've got here is some grub. Want a sausage? It's venison.
All right. And enough games. You won't easily find another mug who'll
Caralho, um anel por linguiça é foda, velho.
Yeah. True enough.
One little game, eh?
Para alimentar a vira-lata, olha pra ele, pressione.
I know you own it too well. It's all one little game. One little game.
Look what I have for you.
Go and take my last groschen.
Não, vai comer linguiça. Aqui os joguinhos. Vamos fazer a missão então.
Henry, what the fuck was that about?
What was what about?
With that captain? I thought they got us all. The way you provoked him.
Foi mal, cara, eu não sei.
You're right. I got a bit carried away.
Well, you shouldn't have. We're lucky they didn't shoot us down on the spot. Did you notice how many of them there were? You better keep your nose out of it next time.
Yes,
I apologize. You're right.
That's all right. I understand how you feel. His tone got on my nerves too. And keep quiet tomorrow in front of von Berghoff. I'm here to do the talking. We'll deliver our message and fulfill our mission. If we arrange a truce with the League of Lords, then Hanush will finally have to take me seriously. Well, since you're so sure of yourself, how about stretching our limbs a bit after that long journey? With a bit of swordplay.
You're in the mood for that after riding so long?
Certainly. So then, eh?
All right then. Just a bit of swordplay for the hell of it? Or shall we have a wager?
Let's save the wagers for later.
Oh, you afraid?
Keep the biting remarks to yourself. You've got armor on, so just grab your helmet. Here's a practice sword for you. Have that ready too.
Pressione I. Entendi.
Tankard.
Bora.
So,
Devia ter tentado bater nele antes.
Ready?
Ready.
Let's start. Draw your sword.
hang on. Let's get warmed up. I'll attack you a few times. You defend.
Go ahead. Is that the best you've got? I didn't even work up a sweat.
Oh, you will soon enough. A foe in plate armor has to be worn down.
Let's see it then. Attack properly now. A longer sequence.
Enough! Now you're warmed up, eh?
Tá.
But you're pretty winded yourself. While you're attacking, you still have to take care you have strength left to defend.
Save the advice and try it yourself.
Gladly. On guard. Good.
Vai.
What are you doing? Cover. Good.
E aí? Ai.
What are you doing?
Ai.
Cover.
Calma.
Why don't you cover yourself? Good.
Mano, sou muito ruim em combate, calma.
That's the way.
That's enough. No one's ever won a duel just by blocking.
Ah,
You've got
lembrei.
to make an
Vai ser.
opening to strike back. And you do
Entendi.
that by means of a perfect block.
Perfect block, eh? You've become a real swordsman.
Start your attack then.
Nice, Henry. That's it. Nice. But what about a riposte? Reckon you can manage that?
Why wouldn't
Posso
I?
que é esse?
Nothing to it. I just
Eu não
follow up
consegui
a
ler.
perfect block immediately with a strike. I'll show you.
Get ready. Why didn't you strike afterwards? Leave some room.
Tá.
You've got to block the strike first.
Tá, tá.
Strike back after the block. Nice. You have to block first.
Da mãe. Vai.
After covering, you have to strike straight away. You've got to block the strike first. Nice.
Toma.
You have to block first. Well,
Vai é brabo, velho.
you're not as good as Captain Bernard, but that wasn't bad.
Be sure to remember, if someone gives you a riposte, you can still fend it
Oi.
off with a perfect block.
Tchau.
It's best to follow up right away with your
No.
own riposte.
Yeah, right. But what if I want to attack in such a way that you can't make a perfect block?
Then it's best to attack at a spot where your opponent isn't covered, where he's not holding his weapon. You defend, and I'll show you how.
All right, come on then.
Tem alteração de ataque usando. Tá.
Too slow. Nice. Oh, nice, Henry. All right. I get it. For Christ's sake. Enough demonstrations and explanations.
Let's have one training duel to finish up, eh?
Indeed. And let's have a wager to spice things
Aw.
up. How about 100 groschen?
100? How about 200? Are you feeling confident or not?
Fine, 200.
Nem que eu tenho esse dinheiro, velho.
First hit. Now we're even.
Tá. Toma. Ai. Me fudeu aqui agora, hein? Ai, filha da puta. Tá. Então toma. Pai é bom, mano. Vem. Pai vai ganhar esse dinheiro, filho. Toma. Ai.
Die!
Fellas, go!
Vai me fudir, hein? Calma que agora tomei desvantagem.
You're a dead man. You know that?
Cut the bullshit and fight!
Fudeu. Tá. Calma.
How do you do it?
Toma. Vem.
Knock the stuffing out of me. I yield.
Pai é brabo, velho. Eu tenho que tirar o elmo, não tem? Tem. Ah, eu tenho que sentar com a roupa.
So who won, gentlemen?
O pai, né?
It seems this isn't my day. I knew I shouldn't have bet with you. You've improved since that last time in Ratai.
I won back then too, as I recall. You had to give me your bow.
You were unbelievably lucky, beating me after just one day of training. True, I wasn't in my best form that day. We had a drink or two beforehand.
Oats? What's this food supposed to be?
What's left of our supplies? Tomorrow we'll be at the castle.
A linguiça foi pro cachorro.
Earlier, I could have shot a hare. And you could have cooked it like they did in the tavern the day before yesterday.
That tavern where you drank away all your coin?
Ha! You've got to have some fun.
And then you tried it on with the innkeeper's daughter when you were shit-faced.
She was pretty. A real peach. Admit it.
Only a fella was there.
And I had to drag you out of that tavern before everyone pounced on us.
And he had his work cut out. You wasn't having it much.
Now, if you was able to court the lasses like me, maybe she wouldn't have started
Esse
screaming.
jogo é bom, hein, velho?
I can't say I'm surprised. Just imagine it, fellas. You're a fair maiden. Your lovely locks falling on your shoulders. No thought of wickedness. And then Tankard's fat head appears before you with his crooked mouth. And he says,
Where's the shit, oh my pretty?
Caralho. Dublagem boa, velho.
I've got nothing to regret. The whole world turns around wenches. Ain't that right, Henry?
Hmm?
You never gave us the goods on that lass of yours. What was her name now?
Teresa. She lived with that crook Peshek at the mill.
And she
Caralho,
saved my
fui
life.
corno ainda, velho.
A brave girl.
Aye. She's a fine lass. And? Is she any good? Like, is she any good? Get me?
She's brave. She saved my life when I went back to Scalis after it was razed to bury my parents, and a bunch of mercenaries attacked me. And that's all I'll say.
you know, this travelling isn't too bad.
Apart from the mosquitoes.
Aye. Apart from them.
Where were you yesterday evening, Henry? You were late for supper. That's not what I call watching over our Lord.
Hey, don't make trouble.
Mutt caught a scent, ran off into the woods and wouldn't come back.
And what was it?
There's a footpath there with some derelict house at the end. Mutt was standing outside, barking like crazy. But there was nothing inside but mouldy furniture and some burnt bones. So I calmed the poor pup down, and we came back to the camp.
He don't seem like no poor pup to me, especially after the way he came barking at me today.
Queria linguiça.
And what about, time, sir? I mean, will we be getting any time off, sir?
It depends. Once von Berghoff hears us out, we should set off back home immediately.
What? Straight back on the road?
Well, we could stay a day or two, perhaps.
Does anyone know anything more about von Berghoff?
I've already told you all I know. Von Berghoff is a very important nobleman, the Royal Chamberlain. He administers the country for the king, collects taxes. It's like this. There's the king, then him, then a very big gap, and then me. And we are envoys sent to offer him an alliance.
I heard he insists on having the finest swords. And that he's got a big collection of all kinds of swords and daggers.
Vou roubar uma dela.
Collecting them ain't the same as knowing how to use them.
And is he any good at sword fighting? It ain't nothing easy to learn.
Well, that's because we trained with weapons. They're good in a skirmish, but sometimes it just comes to fists. And putting a fella half a head taller than you on his arse, especially when he thinks he's tough as nails. Ha! That's pure poetry.
True, true. Just make sure you're not the one getting knocked on his arse.
I'm surprised you didn't say a sword, since you never stop going on about the sword Ishvan Toth stole from you.
Ah, então o cara roubou a
That
espada
sword
de
is
mim.
the only reminder I had of Pa. We forged it together, just before he was slain. But that's another matter. I suppose you've heard enough of that, eh?
Well, you know.
No, it's all right.
Well, I wouldn't want to be in Ishvan's shoes if you ever come face to face with him again.
What? So Radzig ain't dead, though?
Enough, enough. Otherwise we'll be here for hours again hearing how Martin the Smith raised him even though Radzig is his real father. It's complicated, and let's leave it at that. No offense.
Who helped me tomorrow with getting supplies for the journey back?
We rolled dice for it, and I won, so Conrad goes.
What are you on about?
Enough. Oath, you're no fun at all. There'll be a feast at the castle tomorrow, so forget about supplies.
Ó, esses
Anyone
cachorros,
for
mano.
another helping? There's plenty left. Maybe even a bit for morning. Hmm?
No thanks. I must wash myself down a bit.
My words exactly. We can't turn up at Trotsky tomorrow in this state.
Ih, rapaz, agora é banhar.
Let's go and strip, Henry.
Quê?
Fellas, come and help us get out of this armor.
Are you really going to bathe here, Sir Hans? It don't look none too safe a spot to me.
Oh, don't be such an old woman, Oates. Bring some wine to warm our blood.
Mas vai dar muita merda isso.
Yeah, we're not on a trip to the baths here, Sir Hans.
Henry's right, sir. Duty first, fun later.
God's wounds. I haven't been away from Rattay in ages. So, here, I intend to live a little. Blasted iron shirt. Oh, what a relief.
Mano, dá a sensação que qualquer hora ele vai tomar uma flechada, sei lá, velho. Ótimo, eu tô cuidando do pinguço, bêbado.
Christ. Will I ever live to see his young lordship finally grow up? He's got a good heart, but he doesn't have the sense that he was born with.
Well, responsibility will catch up with him soon enough, though.
There's more chance of me becoming a monk.
That's a view fit for a king. Whew. You were right about our stench. Let's hope this water isn't too cold. You wouldn't want your pride and joy shrinking.
Ninguém vai ver, velho.
I'm more worried about it being too deep.
Come on.
Caralho, que ele é marca na pele da armadura, é?
Oh, that really shrivels the old ball sack.
Caralho.
What's the matter? Females! Let's go to them.
Sir Hans.
Oh, shut up and let's go. But quietly. We don't want them to spot us.
Ah, mano, não vai vazar nada aqui não, né?
Hans.
Head down, Henry. We've got to sneak closer. Hear that singing? They must be close.
Hear that? Do you think they might be bathing? Come on, let's get closer.
Vai.
Fooling around, keep your head down. Shit! One of them's doing laundry. We have to get closer to the others. Only she's blocking our way, right in our path. Damn it! Throw a stone in the water near her to lure her away. Once she notices it, we'll hurry along the other side.
What was that sound?
What are you doing? We'll go even closer, but carefully.
Olha aqui, gente. É muito merda, velho. Tá.
Henry, I told you to.
Puta, tem luta. Pô, vou matar os caras.
We've got to do something. Stay down, for fuck's sake.
Ah, mano, o senhorzinho, velho. Eu gostava dele.
Oh, fuck. A letter. Don't be a fool, Henry. We don't stand a chance.
Claro que eu vou ter a escolha pra ir lá.
Then, head back to camp. Maybe some of our men got away.
Ah, tem que ter a chance de ir lá, velho. Dá a opção aí.
Hey! What the fuck are you doing? Hey! Hands off her, you brute! What the hell's going on here? Let her go, you pigs! That bastard's with them!
Fucking hell! You couldn't just leave it be, could you? Come on! Run!
Catch them! Enough, I said! What the fuck? She's mine! What are you gaping at? Shoot! Well, don't just stand there, you idiot! After them! Along the bank!
Eu fui um idiota, velho.
When did you learn to swim?
Just now!
Ai, tô meio flechada, velho.
Fucking armor! Come on! We'll cut them off on the other side! Oh, these horses, quick!
Oh, Mott.
What the fuck was that, Henry? You rescuing a damsel in distress?
I'm done with running.
Oh, oh, really? And what exactly do you call...
Eu tô meio flechada, irmão.
Oh, oh, shit. Oh, you've been hit.
What? Oh, shit.
Well, we can't leave it like this.
Puxa não, viado.
Wait.
Ah, não, velho.
Ah! Fuck!
We've got to flee. Can you walk?
Oh, no.
Tiveram que nerfar o homem, né, velho? Senão não ia aguentar.
I'd lead the way.
You pull yourself together. We've got to vanish.
É, meu filho, vambora. Os caras tá caçando nós.
We'll get out of the woods and find someone. Then we'll get that shoulder of yours fixed up. So, how far is it to Trusky?
Tô ferido, cara.
There's someone in front of us. Down.
They mustn't get away. Got that? Call out as soon as you see them. And then kill them. No fucking around. You, watch the middle of the gorge.
We can't
keep
go
your
this
eyes
way.
peeled,
Go
right?
around.
You two, go up there. Get
Use
a
your
move
head.
on.
Be careful.
You
Stick
watch this
behind
side of the
me.
rocks.
Tamo aqui, pode ficar tranquilo, cara.
Go to the pond. They didn't succeed in swimming to the other side of the pond. I want to know. Then come back and give me a full report.
Sakra.
Footprints,
He'll see us. We'll have to wait.
Do you honestly think they get to work?
Tampar uma pedra.
Or the chief will hear you.
It's still easier here than that skirmish on the other side.
Stumbling about in the pitch black when all your torch does is blind you. Leave it out.
Acontece tampar a pedra ali.
Some naked men in the forest better than getting killed in the skirmish.
Maybe. But I still can't see a bloody thing.
We've got to get to that tree trunk up ahead. Quietly. There's more of them up top.
Tá.
I played dice against Lefty yesterday.
They're coming here.
Keep
Stand
you watch
still.
instead. You reckon we'll find them, do you? If they tried to swim across the pond, they'll be found half dead somewhere on the bank.
Run, quick.
Vambora. Ah, tem mais tocha, ô. Cuidado, Ian.
Oh, no. Fuck, they're in front of us. Quick, into the rocks.
Put it far. They're playing into the rock. Hurry! Run around. We'll catch them at the top.
Vem pra cá, viado.
What now?
Hey? Hans! There's more of them up top.
They're here.
Take cover.
Run ahead of them.
Pariu, velho.
Where now, for fuck's sake?
Vambora, meu amigo. Vambora. Dá pra entrar aí?
Hey, get over here. Damn it, they're everywhere.
What are we gonna do?
How should I know? We can't go climbing into the rocks at night when we can't see shit.
But they'll catch us.
Oh, you don't say, genius.
Calm down, for fuck's sake.
Stop it. This isn't going to help us. You know what? Go and look into that gorge behind me and see if there's a way forward. Then come back to me. At least we'll know if it makes sense to go that way. If we can get out of the rocks. I'll stay here meanwhile and watch out for them.
Por que você não vai lá, ô eu do cobertura? Tá, aqui não tem como sair.
Ah, fuck. Where's Capon? He must have fled from them through the other gorge. I have to find him.
Me ferrou, hein, mano.
Where is he?
Ele me abandonou, é isso mesmo? Eu.
Oh, this looks like a way out. Hans!
Here. Oh, God, we found each other. I didn't manage to warn you.
É, né, miserável? Me deixou pra
In front of
trás.
me. I only just avoided being seen. And I only found my way out of those bloody rocks a while ago.
You're a dead man!
Ué? Me bloqueei por quê? Ah, o Dog veio me salvar. Cara, só me ferra esse personagem aí, hein? Dá pra ter ganhado aquela luta, velho? Eu tentei bloquear, não
You know the
consegui.
trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house. If you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists. We did a fine job.
Ih, caiu com a mãozinha no peito ainda. Ah, meu machucado sumiu.
Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits. Like keeping your head on your shoulders.
É o pai dele?
Ah. Ah, come now. I was the one who raised you, but you know how things really are.
are you? Am I dead?
Not yet. I'm dead, though.
Well, if I'm not, then how come...
You chose a different path than I wanted for you. And maybe that's how it was meant to be. But once you've chosen the path of adventure, you have to fight. You have to fight till the bitter end, with all the strength you can muster. You still have a long way to go till your work is done, Henry. So pull yourself together and wake up. It's not over yet.
For the love of God, wake up. Pull yourself together, Henry.
Pai é brabo, filho. Não morre por qualquer coisa, não.
Christ. Oh, I thought you were done for.
Where am I?
Well, you dropped out of the sky like a shot-down hawk.
Cara, cai daquela altura.
And that fella landed with you. You broke your fall nicely, otherwise you'd have ended up the same as him.
What are you wearing?
Well, you won't be needing it. We can't be running naked through the woods. And if you're capable of running at all...
Now, where's Mutt?
I've no idea. Just don't worry about your dog. He can look after himself.
Meu doguinho, cara.
You've got to disappear. Right, come on, I'll help you up. How are you holding up? For Christ's sake, Henry, talk to me. As long as you talk, I know you're hanging in there.
Ih, eu tô alucinando, né? Fodeu.
Henry, what are you staring at?
They're here. Sigismund's army.
The only army here is the one-man army of Sahan's Cable. Jesus, don't do this to me. Pull yourself together and let's go.
Cara, tô mal, hein?
Have to go.
But the gate is closed.
Don't worry, my name will open any gate.
Que fudeu.
Scallis is in flames. We're gonna die here.
You survived Scallis, and you'll survive this. Come on.
Bianca.
Come on.
Mano, eu tô...
Father?
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else in
Father!
your trunk. Go to the
Easy,
castle.
Henry.
Hurry. What about you?
Are you mad?
Mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You do what
Come
I
on.
say right now. Give the sword to
For
Sir
Christ's sake.
Anything happens, he'll take care
Come
of you.
on.
Trust me.
Cara, o pai tá delirando
Please
muito,
stand,
velho.
damn it. But we'll make it together. You'll see. Henry, focus.
Can't run away.
Henry, pull yourself together.
Kill them.
Please. There's nobody here. You're just imagining things.
Run.
Mano, o pai tá delirando muito, velho.
Give into it. Hang in there.
Rog.
together. You'll see. You're a warrior. You can do this. It's all right, Henry. I've
Oi!
just a
Oi!
little further.
Não, precisa não. Eu limpei ontem. Aham.
Henry, wake up.
The linden tree. Just like Father always wanted.
Mano, na moral, velho.
No, we can't stop.
And Pa... dead. They're all dead.
But we aren't yet. Henry, a light. Look.
I see it.
We've got to go.
I see the light.
Hold on, pal. Hold on. We're here. We're here.
Pavlena, is it you?
Greetings, good wife. Fear not. We mean you no harm. My friend needs help. Please.
Right. I'll see what I can do for him.
Ei, velho, cura nós aí.
Let's have a look at you. It's all right.
My parents, they're...
That was just a dream, Henry. We're in the woods. We were ambushed, but don't worry. We'll get you fixed up right as rain.
Now I've got you, whore sons.
Think again, Scott!
Hey, lad. Are you alive, lad?
Fudeu. O cara morreu. A vila dele foi saqueada, então.
They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone. Who?
Who burned it to the ground?
Huge army. They attacked without warning.
Get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
Aí foi onde eu defendi, né? Ou não?
I am Sir Marquardt von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia.
Get up now. There's work to be done.
Mother?
Ah, velho.
I ain't your ma, laddie. Oh, may all the saints be praised. I was afraid you'd never wake up again.
What? Where am I?
Where would you be? Here in my cabin, where you and that pal of yours burst in last night. Slowly, lad. Slowly.
Cadê o Hans? Ele morreu, velho. Não, mas tá vivo. Tá vivo.
What happened? What about Hans?
He's taken care of for now, but he was on the edge there for a bit.
Ah, velho é curandeira,
And
hein?
so were you, lad, so calm yourself. Last night you were 1 foot in the grave already. You were lucky you happened to turn up here.
Well, I have to talk to Hans.
You won't get much out of him now. He's lost a lot of blood and he has a fever.
What happened to him?
That cutthroat that followed you fellas cut him up bad. Hans was fighting him outside, then he came staggering in, said something about Fortuna and collapsed on the floor.
What about that cutthroat?
You can go out and have a look at him. Hans gave him a right hammering. I didn't get a wink of sleep with that corpse in my yard.
I understand. I'm sorry we caused you such trouble. But you'll save Hans, won't you?
God willing. Well, I managed to pull you out of death's grip, so maybe I'll be blessed again. I'll go check on him as soon as I'm done with you. How are you feeling?
There's no part of me that doesn't hurt. Inside and out. Mostly my shoulder where I took an arrow.
Little wonder then. But you're conscious and talking. That's a good sign. Ah, your shoulder is looking a lot better. I did my best, but I don't see good no more, especially at night. So I didn't do the best job. It just wouldn't stop bleeding. And now you've moved about, it's started up again. Take
Curei
this
de novo, velho.
and bandage it up. Not much else we can do with it now.
Thanks. I reckon I can manage that. But I need to get a breath of fresh air to clear my head.
You slept through half of God's bright day, lad. So, if you feel up to it, go ahead. At least we'll see how steady you are on your feet. While you're at it, you can stop by the trough and wash all that nasty grime off of yourself. I found an old tunic. Put it on so you don't catch a chill. It gets cold here by the water. No doubt you'll be famished and need a bite to eat. There's some hot soup in the pot on the fire. If that ain't enough, I put some bread and cheese on the table outside
Pra
for
banquete?
you. And you'll find some of our home-brewed liquor there, too, in case you need bucking up. Don't overdo it, though.
I won't. Thanks a lot. May God reward you 1,000-fold. What's your name?
É véia nome.
Bushena's my name.
Bozena.
Well, I'm Henry.
I know. Hans told me. I'll go and check on him. When you're done with everything, come and see me and we'll figure out what to do next.
Tá. Vou comer um caldinho aqui.
That's really good. So good I wouldn't say no to some more.
E mais aí, vai
True
comendo.
bliss is a full belly.
Vai comer mais? Ó, dá pra comer mais. Dá um pãozinho que eu vou levar. Dá pra entrar aqui não? Dá. Muito chique, né, mano?
Seems Bujana isn't some quack. She's got a damn good setup here.
Aqui eu faço o quê? Cadê o cara morto aqui, ó? Nem espada.
The weapon used by the bastard who cut up Sir Hans.
Tá. Vou ver o que tem aqui em cima. Aqui é a cama. Vamos falar com a véia. Não tem a missão pra fazer aqui ainda, velho. Ah, tomar banho, né?
I feel like a new man.
Ah, ela falou que tinha bebida aqui, cadê? E dá um golinho aqui. Acho a porta, né?
I did what you asked.
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm pleased, Henry.
Caralho,
I
aguenta
had
com minha
to
mãe.
pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night. That's what I call medicine. It can either put a dead man back on his feet or make sure he never gets up again. So consider yourself lucky.
I will. But what about Capon?
Well, he's less lucky. That brute really knocked him about before Hans beat the life out of him.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him, all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that fever. The best and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction. Luckily, it ain't too hard to brew, but we'll need some fresh sage for it. And, of course, chamomile. You ought to be able to manage that. You've got young legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good.
All right. Tell me, what do the herbs look like?
Sage has a purple
Flores
blossom,
roxa.
and chamomile has white petals with a yellow scent.
Ou roxa.
At the back of the hut,
Branca.
there's a footpath leading up to the rocks. You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them there.
Great. I'll be back in a jiffy with a couple of handfuls.
All right. I'll be glad if you get back here soon. Seeing him lying there gives me chill.
I understand. Maybe I could manage to bury him somewhere. Or at least...
The Lord be praised. Do you feel up to it, laddie? You ain't in the best of shape, and digging a grave's a tough job
Eu vou
even
tirar o
for a
corpo.
healthy fella.
Not to worry. I'll see what I can manage. It's on account of us that he's here anyway. I wouldn't want you to have any more trouble. And a bit of effort, even if it's a dirty job, is the least I owe you.
Well, if you think you can manage it, good, but don't overstrain yourself. And thanks.
Where should I put him?
Grab the spade by the dung pile and bury him by the creek. The soil will be softer there, so it should be easier. When you head out the gate, follow your nose. Find a good spot somewhere in the reeds and nettles. And when you're done with that, better have a wash, so's you don't have the stench of death on you.
True. I'll bear that in mind.
I'll sort out the rest with Ignatius, the gravedigger, when he comes by again, so's I don't have that wretch lying here till Judgment Day.
All right. I'll get to it.
Pegar pá, pegar pá. Vamos pegar pá. Tem aqui antes. É o banheirinho, né, do cagão. Vamos enterrar ele primeiro. Esse merda não me ataca não, né?
Ah, shit! Oh, my shoulder. Oh, this bastard's hard work. He can't be in the ground soon enough.
Tava aqui. O pai tá de cueca, velho. Porra é essa? Pra conferir se tem mais nada nele. Cavadinho. Agora vamos pegar. Deixa eu equipar minha espada aqui, né? Vai que eu precise. Dá mole, né? O pai tá sendo caçado ainda. Não dá pra meter o cagão aqui? Deixa eu ver. Ah, não.
Damn, his shoulder still hurts like hell. Maybe now it'll tell me when it's gonna rain.
Caralho.
Purple flower, sage. There we go.
E aqui, ó.
That's it. Chamomile. Right, I've got all the herbs I need. So back to Bajena on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better.
Bora salvar o malucão que salvou a gente.
What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's?
I'll ask you one more time. I'm looking for those renegades who've been pillaging around the domain. They slaughtered some knight and his company yesterday down by the pond. 2 of them fled and they must be hiding here somewhere in the rocks. What do you know about it?
And who are you, fellas?
We're from Lord von Bergov, and we're looking for those murderers.
I know Lord von Burgo's people, and I ain't never seen you before.
Lord von Bergov is reinforcing his garrison on account of them renegades that are wandering around here. We're new.
Oh, shouldn't all his people have waffen rocks and shields with his colors?
For Christ's sake, woman, stop annoying me with your endless fucking questions. I'm the one
Tem que ajudar, velho.
asking the questions. And when I say we're from Bergov, then we're from fucking Bergov. Tell me, how come there's all these bloody rags here, eh? Spit it out. The blood's not even dry.
I was treating 2 fellas from Cheleoff. What got badly beaten
Filho da véia?
in the tavern there yesterday.
Now, isn't that a
À tarde, kill à tarde.
Right at the time when we're looking for 2 battered murderers around here. Out with the truth, you old hag, or we'll torch the whole place under your feet.
I'm telling you the truth. I treated them and they went on their way. Go and ask Inchelios about them.
We'll see about that. Now move! I'll have a look inside.
Better
Hey, what you...
sick 'em.
Tem um cara nas minhas costas ainda? Ah, mano. Eu não vi esse cara nas costas, velho. Pô, achei que matava com uma só. Achei que matava com uma só, velho. Será que vão, mano? Pô, se colocar é da hora, hein? Eu achei que matava uma só, velho. Peguei o cara com a e falei, uma só nele. Se colocar online vai ser foda. Mano, eu vou meter ele a pancada, foda-se. Aí fudeu, velho. O V1 é foda. Fudeu! Tô sem estamina. Aí um morreu. Volta aqui. Vai curvir não. Ah, deixa ele embora. E o pai é brabo, mano. Vou lutear o cara aqui agora. Deixa eu ver o que tem de bom. Não, não quero pegar ele não. Solta. Tocha, eu quero. Essas jaquetas sanguentadas. Hidromel é bom. Chave de portas e baús. Atadura. Kit de ferreiro. Pente de osso. Usar comer, como vai comer? E mata a galinha, cara. Mikasa, o pai é brabo, Mikasa. Respeita o pai. Eu vou comer aquele pretzel aqui, ó. Comer. Tem como matar a galinha? Não tem como não. Vou ter que enterrar esse cara aqui também, né? Deixa eu ver se tem como enterrar no mesmo lugar que eu enterrei o outro lá. Mano, esse joguinho online aqui vai ser muito bom, né? Tem outro ali, ó. Não dá pra enterrar mais não. Ou dá? Dá, só que não tem espaço aqui. Ah, deixa ele aí no meio do mato mesmo. Não que ser puto cara. Tem merda. Fecha a porta.
Hans, can you hear me, friend? Christ. In the end, you bore the brunt for both of us. May all the saints watch over you. And over Bajana,
É
too.
guerra aqui, ó, guerra. Ah, não, vou ter que rezar, velho. Aí, ó.
Lord God Almighty, look down on a poor sinner and hear my heartfelt prayer. Protect Sir Hans and don't let him die. Just as he didn't let me die. Preserve his life.
Eu já participei de uma no começo do jogo.
Brave and just and a good Christian. And look down on Bajana too. And let her save Sir Hans. And deliver her from all evil. And grant her grace because she herself is merciful and didn't turn us away in our hour of need. Amen.
Amen.
Amém. E agora?
That damned fever. He's going to need that potion, and sooner rather than later.
Ué, como que eu faço o remédio? Lá fora, será?
I should eat something.
Pô, mano, esse bicho vive com fome, hein? Que isso, mano? Você come muito. Larga essas roupas aqui que tá tudo sujo de sangue. Meu pão aqui. Onde que eu vejo se eu tô cheio? Vai. Bancada de alquimia. Uma gazua. Onde eu acho gazua? Dá. Ah, deve ser aqui dentro. Eu não consigo arrombar. Pera aí, ó. Onde que eu vejo minha missão? Aqui, ó. Tá, eu peguei. Não era pra estar liberado o diálogo, não? Vou ter que fechar a porta. Vai falar que tem que fechar a porta.
Don't die on
Tem
me
que fechar a
now.
porta.
Henry will be back soon with the herbs, and we'll
Eu já tô com os negócios aqui, ó. Camomila e sal.
brew you up a potion.
Vou pegar mais, será? Tá, peraí, tem que voltar lá. Sacanagem, meu mulher. Ai. Deixa eu lá pegar mais. Devia ter pegado é tudo aquela hora. Pra cá, ó. Ali, ó. Mas não dá pra pegar mais. Ou dá? Dá pra pegar mais. Eu não tenho cavalo.
You've lost a lot of blood, but with a bit of luck you should pull through.
E agora? Boa missão, será? voltar ao save aqui pra ver.
What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's?
Será que eu não tinha que ter matado os caras?
Who've been pillaging around the domain. They slaughtered some knight and his company yesterday down by the pond. 2 of them fled and they must be hiding here somewhere in the rocks. What do you know about it?
Tentar matar eles mais uma vez. Se der ruim.
What are you doing walking? This'll be quick, boy. Ah! You're in for an ass kicking, you piece of shit. Ah!
Show what you're made of. No.
Ah! No!
Stuffing all sorts of nonsense at my age.
Did they
Pronto,
hurt you?
velho.
No, but I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Who do you think they were?
I don't know how much you heard. They came here saying they was from Lord von Burgo, and they was looking for 2 bandits
É bugado
that
mesmo, eu acho. Ou eu
ambushed
matei o
some
cara e não podia
knight
matar.
yesterday. But for sure they wasn't von Burgo's people. They didn't even have his Waffenrocks. But they sure sounded keen to find you fellas.
Maybe they were from that band that followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you 2. God be
Pior que é
praised that
verdade.
my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to
Quem que é
her.
Pavlena?
So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you 2 are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
Caralho, tirou nós pra merda.
Well, I must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Kobyla, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trotsky to deliver a message from Sir Hanish of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord von Burgov. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond, and you already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't. I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken, but thank you for dealing with them. Except I have another corpse in my yard.
Don't worry. I reckon I've still got a bit of strength left.
Desculpa, eu não matei ninguém.
I ought to be able to manage it before evening.
I'd be eternally grateful to you. But be careful while you're at it. You don't want to open that wound or strain yourself.
What about Sir Hans? How's he doing?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you 2 the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy. But we'll just have to manage without her. But you can do it too.
E ele era bonito, será?
It ain't nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about it.
All right, I'll try. Well, I've been at the alchemist bench a few times, but it's been quite a while.
That's grand. More than I was hoping for. And not to worry, it'll all come back to you. I have a book here with the recipe, but it'll be better if I tell you. I know it by heart.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble son.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it.
Peraí, tropa, deixa eu ver se tá gravando bonitinho aí. Tropinha, por hoje nós vamos parar por aqui, tá? Vou parar a gravação. Cara, o jogo tá muito bom, velho. Muito bom mesmo. Curtindo demais, tropa. E é isso. Valeu, tropa. É nóis.